y'all, Mickey Smith here. Today I want to have a discussion about something that's very near and dear to my heart. I typically do videos about outfits of the day, personal style, etc. But I also want to talk about things that matter on a very visceral level, things that worry me. I wouldn't say they keep me up at night, but they certainly plague me throughout the day. Okay, so let's get right into it. So recently I made a video about my weight loss journey. A couple of years ago, I actually reached a peak of about 220 pounds. To put that in perspective, I am 5'6". So I was classified as obese. And let me tell you, I definitely did not feel my best. Now, since then, I've lost 45 pounds. And guess what? Now I've gone from obese to overweight. So my journey continues. However, I am committed to putting in the work and continuing on the journey. What I've really found out since studying what my weight was, what my BMI was looking at other Black women and the statistics around weight. In all actuality, 4 out of 5 Black women are classified as overweight or obese. That's huge. So in this here Black History Month, I want to talk about things that matter within the Black community. I think it's important to address things for all women, all cultures. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be exclusive here, but I really need to deal with things that hit me at home and deal directly with my community first. So why is that? Why are Black women trending so high on the weight scale? Well, when I read a little deeper, some of it's cultural. Quite frankly, some of it is about how women perceive themselves as being seen by men in our communities, where they may prefer to have a little meat on the bones, more of a padonkadonk here, some thighs here, just like when you go to the restaurant, right? I want my breasts and my thighs. Well, let me just say this. It's just not healthy. Now, I'm not body shaming anyone because I'm plus size. Even with all my weight loss, I've gone from a size 16 to possibly a size 12, right? If it's the right cut. But I've been trending in a 14 for quite a while. So I'm not here to body shame anyone because I'm a big girl, okay? But I do think that we need to pay attention to what's happening here. And as we know, there are quite a few households within our community that are single parent households that are headed up by women. So if we're saying that we have Black women who are out here who are carrying around a lot of extra weight, with which comes a lot of various health concerns, and at times, many times, Black women do not take the time to take care of their health because they are busy taking care of the household, they're busy taking care of the kids, trying to work and balance it all, and they may be going for their health visits, but not as consistently as they should. And when we're talking about sickness visits, that too can be an issue. So that then leads me to believe that we need to pay more attention to what's going on with Black women. I can tell you that I have had mental health issues. I've had allergy issues. I've had the inflammation issues that come from both allergies and carrying around additional weight. And these are things that have plagued me for years, that I really put off the maintenance on because I was paying more attention to being a working mom, a working wife, and doing what I needed to do in those lanes and not doing what I needed to do for me. And it just led to health concerns getting worse. And I'd like to just put it out there that when we're talking about hashtag self-care, when we're talking about hashtag body positivity, we really need to look in that mirror and say, how do I ensure that I'm going to be here for years to come, right? Not just for my husband, and if you don't have a husband, for your potential husband, for your kids, for your sister, for your mother, for whoever, for yourself. So this is just one of the things that I wanted to share because it's been on my mind, and I am going to share some stats with you. So let me bust open my iPad, put on these spectacles, and just let you know some real truths. Okay, so check this out. Right now I'm looking at nationalblackhealth.org, right? And it says 12% of Black Americans are diabetic. 12%. And without proper treatment, can impact your kidneys, your eyes, your limbs, your feet, your skin, your brain, right? And it happens that Black Americans, more so than other populations, are admitted to the hospital at 4 times the rate. Now, these are all serious issues. You know, when you're talking to one of your elders and they're like, oh yeah, so-and-so, they've got the sugar, or so-and-so is now pre-diabetic. These are all things that we really need to open our ears and our eyes and get serious about what we need to do about our health. The beginning of the year, when folks are making all of their, what am I going to do for 2024? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to exercise X times a week. I'm going to get into a weight program. And then by week 2 or 3, or possibly you make it into February, it all goes out the window, right? Then the summer comes and you're like, oh my goodness, I guess I'm not going to be in that bikini, or I'm not going to be in those swim trunks because I'm looking a little pudgy, a little heavy, or whatever you think about your body. Now, I think that it's time for us to put up or shut up. And I'm saying that as someone who's done all this myself. So I'm talking to me too, because in many ways, I've put all this stuff out there and I never followed through. But I will say last year, I really got serious about my health. Last year, I got COVID for the 2nd time. I am still feeling the effects of long COVID. I'm not sure what drives short versus long COVID, but I do know that being overweight does not help any of that. And the one thing that I do not want to go through again is what I went through recently going through COVID. I also don't want to go through what I went through in January this year. Beginning of the year, I had a bad cold, and somehow I thought I was getting over it, but I couldn't shake it. And then a couple of weeks later, it was full-blown flu. I was literally sick for 6 weeks straight. Now, is it because I'm not eating properly? I don't know. I've been really conscious of what I've been putting in my body because I'm on my weight loss journey and eating healthy. However, when I get sick, I'm getting sick much longer, and that's been happening for years, and I want to change that. So I have made a concerted effort to walk more, to move more. I was in a job for many, many years where I sat throughout the day. And it was basically going from meeting to meeting. And because we were during the pandemic, all of this was happening virtually. So if I didn't get up to move, it was basically all day sitting in a chair, with the exception of bio breaks. Those are the kind of things that we need to pay attention to, because after a day like that, you may what? You come home, maybe you make a meal, but are you really moving your body? You're not. Once I made a concerted effort to just start going on walks, weight started to come off of me. And it was even more so when I started eating healthier. So we've got to take action. This is a call to action, ladies, right? If you don't want to do it for health reasons, do it because you want a free BBL. You want to slim it down, tighten it up, make it look good. Whatever your motivation is, just do it, because we need to be here. Grab a sister. If you need to do something with someone else, you need a cheerleader, you need a buddy, do that. If you need to join one of these hashtag challenges, do that. But find what it is that's going to give you the kick, and pardon my French, the kick in the ass that you need to get your health on track. Okay? So with all that, I say thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you. I wish you health and strength this year. If you'd like to see more of this content, let me know. If there's anything you want to comment on from my sharing of thought, please do that. And please, if you wouldn't mind, if I could be so bold, if you would subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a like, a comment, that would be much appreciated. Until next time, thank you, my friends.